Hello everyone, Akash here and I welcome you all to Dino tutorial series. And guys, in this video we will code the sign up API. Okay, so in our previous video we have done setting up our server, our routes and MongoDB database and the collection. Okay, so guys, let's quickly create the directories. Okay. Okay, so I will store my controller and my business logic in modules. Okay, so let's create index.ts. Okay, so it will be my controller file, and okay, and guys, this will be my here goes my business logic. Okay, so yeah, you can also write your business logic in this controller file, but I prefer to keep them both separate. Okay, so now let's code this import. Okay, so it will be of context type and it is getting it from cache. Okay, so I do not want that. Okay, cool. Okay, so here I am going to call the BL manager. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass the incoming request. Okay, and how we get the request, we get the request from context.request.body. Okay, dot value. Okay, so this is how we get the request that I'm going to pass to the BL manager. Okay, and it is single A. Okay, and now what we are going to do, now we are going to respond to the request from here. Okay, body equals user response. Okay, cool. Now what we can do, now we can yeah, one more thing that is left is to export. Okay, cool. Now what we have to do, we have to add this controller over here. Okay, so in our router file, router, and this will be our post APIs. Okay, so router.post. Okay, and the address will be simple sign up. Okay, the path will be simple sign up, and here goes our controller. Okay, that is sign up. Okay, so we have our sign up over here. Okay, so cool. Okay, it is not like this, it is like index.ts. okay, so cool. Okay, so now what we have to do, one more thing, create a constant file. Okay, so common. Okay, and within this create a const.ts file. Okay, so guys, this is our constant file. Now what we can do is, yeah, now let's code the logic. Okay, so first of all we are going to import the DB from our, okay, yeah, from mongodb.ts. okay, from here we are going to import the database, and okay, and then import the constant const. Now we are going to get the collection from db.collection, and here goes our name of the collection. Okay, so name of the collection was users. Okay, so now let's make the interface like how our request is going to be looking like. Okay, so yeah, new user, and we will have name that is of type string in our request, email, it will be also of type string, and password, okay, of type string. Okay, cool. So this is our interface. Now let's create a function sign up, and guys, here we are going to get the incoming request. Okay, the request from this controller, okay, that we are passing over here. As you can see, request.body.value. okay, so that we are going to get over here, and it will be of the type of this interface that we have just created. Okay, so let's quickly destructure the name, email and password from the request. Okay, so now what we are going to do, okay, first we are going to look like if the user already exists in our database. If the user already exists in our database, then we are just going to return a error. We can say like we can just return a message with 400 status code like user already exists, or else we will create a fresh entry in our database. Okay, so guys, one more thing, quickly create one utility function. Okay, just go over here and utils. Okay, and within our utils we will have this small index.ts. okay, small function. Okay, so guys, this is a small utility function to handle the response. Okay, cool. Now yeah, okay, so now as I've told you, we are going to find the user first. And how we can do that, await, okay, and user collection, okay, dot find one, and we are going to pass the email that we are getting from the request. Okay, now if there is already that user in our database, okay, so what we can do, we can simply return, wait for a second, yeah, simply return utils. Okay, it is not importing it. Okay, so guys, wait for a second, there has been some mistake. Actually this utils will not go under the modules. Okay, so yeah, okay, so now as you can see, we have this, it is not going to be inside modules. Okay, it's going to be in our root. Okay, so yeah, that's done. Let's see if we can get this now. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now what we can do, we can access that function create response object, and we simply need to pass over here null. Okay, and a message that is user already registered, and the status code that is 400. Okay, cool. Okay, so this much is cool. Okay, so now what next? Okay, so guys, what next we have to do, we have to hash the password that is coming from our request. Okay, because it is a plain string. Okay, so we have to hash that password, and then we have to store it in our database. Okay, and to hash we are going to use the bcrypt library. Okay, so okay, so guys, this is the third party module. Okay, that is bcrypt that we are going to use. Okay, so just copy this. Okay, to ensure that you have got a specific version, I will import this one. Okay, cool. And now what we can do is, first we can create a salt. Okay, like wait bcrypt dot generate salt, and password equals await bcrypt dot, and now we are going to hash the plain password. Okay, using this. So okay, now we simply need to do a fresh entry. Okay, now we simply need to save this user into our database. Okay, so how we can do that, await user collection user dot insert one, and name, email, password, pass. Okay, cool. And what we can do here is we can simply return the response. Okay, and this response will be like result. Okay, result on the key of data. Okay, and then we have constant dot user saved. Okay, and the status code of 200. Okay, cool. And at the last, just export default sign up. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have exported sign up. Okay, and yeah, basically we have got a function over here and we have passed the request. Okay, so guys, I hope the code for sign up is clear to you all. We got the collection over here. This is how our request is going to be looking. Okay, so we have destructured our request. We have first looked into our database, like if user already exists, then we will simply return that user already registered, or else we will hash the password and we will make a fresh entry. Okay, now just try running this code. Okay, so one more thing that I want to tell you is that okay, we are also going to use Postman. Okay, and the thing that I want to tell you is, wait for a second, Mongo. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to tell you is that our Dino Mongo, the module that we are using, okay, to connect Dino to the MongoDB, it is not yet stable, so we have to use unstable flag. So basically we need to use this command. Okay, we have to specify the network permission, allow write, allow read, allow plugin, and unstable permission. Okay, so just copy this. Okay, because I will be using Dinan. Okay, Dinan run server.ts. Okay, so let's try running this. Okay, file crashed and it is saying 404 not found. Okay, so there is some problem with this version. Okay, so what I will try to do is I will just take this version. Okay, 0.9.1. okay, let's try this one. Okay, so cool. As we can see, it has downloaded the bcrypt files. Okay, and it has also downloaded this Dino Mongo plugin. Okay, and as you can see, a new directory has been created, new folder has been created, Dino plugins. Okay, in which it has, okay, so we cannot see this file. Okay, so cool. And our server is running on port 8000. Okay, so yeah, cool. So cool, our server is running. Okay, hello world, we got hello world. Okay, and now let's try making a request from Postman. Okay, so guys, this will be our URL, localhost 8000 sign up. Okay, we can see this over here. Okay, sign up. Okay, then the call will go to this controller. Okay, over here, and we are going to receive the request and response within this context object. Okay, C. Okay, and yeah, then we are going to simply handle. Okay, the logic is written over here. Let's see if it works. Okay, so as I have told you, our request will be something like, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so guys, as you can see, it worked, and what we got is we got response data. Okay, and we got this ID from our Mongo database, and we got this message that is user saved and the code 200. Okay, cool. So cool guys, we have received the success response. Okay, and let's have a look in our database what we got over there. Okay, let's refresh it. Okay, cool. So guys, as we can see, we got this auto generated ID, okay, and we got our name, email and password stored in our database. And also you can see that it is not a plain string, it has been hashed using that bcrypt. Okay, cool. Now let's try. So friends, what we can do, let's try making one more request using the same request object. Okay, so okay, cool. This time what we got, null, and user already registered with the status code of 400. Okay, so let's have a look at, okay, so let's have a look in the code also. Okay, let me minimize it. Okay, so over here that we have written, like if user already exists, just simply return this user already registered. Okay, so guys, yeah, we can also make one more entry. Let's quickly do that for John. Okay, and john@gmail.com and john@3. Okay, so cool, user saved. Let's have a look in our database. Where do we refresh it? Yeah. Okay, so we have got 2 entries in our database. Okay, so cool guys, in this video we have successfully created the sign up API with Dino and MongoDB as our database. Okay, so guys, if you have liked my video, then please subscribe and do hit that bell icon. Okay, so guys, this is it for this video, and I will catch up all in the next video with some other API that's gonna be the login API. Okay, so till then, thank you for watching and stay tuned.